My name is Jack Galloway. I appreciate you coming out today. I appreciate the young Republicans and the forum that they've been putting on over the last several weeks to give candidates an opportunity to get out and speak. I am truly a Tea Party candidate, although I've been a Republican since I first started voting in 1978, which was the first election that I voted in. It was for Bill Clements. Some of you that's been here probably heard that. He's the first Republican governor elected in 100 years. And I've been a dedicated Republican voter ever since that time, and mainly because of the conservative principles and values that I saw in the Republican Party. The reason that the Tea Party groups came alive last year at this time is there was a lot of concern amongst Tea Party participants that both parties had kind of turned their back on good government and really had gone against the Constitution. And there was some disenchantment with the Republican Party and the fact that Big Tent theory had seemed to moderate our conservative stands and values that we had to a degree that many of our candidates, once they were elected and in office, did not uphold those. And we saw that in the last two election cycles in 2006 and 2008. So I'm like many of you. I'm an average American. I run retail businesses, have done that for over 30 years. And I felt like that this was a good opportunity for me to get involved in the party. I have great, what I consider to be well-learned organizational skills for building teams in the retail business, being able to put things together. I also understand this, that the way to get our party off the moderation of conservative values that it's trended towards is from the grassroots level up. And it starts at the county. And so I do believe that there's opportunities to do that here in Lubbock and to rise it up not only through the state but into our national party as well. So that's really my major passion and the reason that I ran for this particular office.
My name is Chris Wynn, and I am the chairman of the Republican Party here in Lubbock, and I'm running to look out across this community with a sense of pride that not only have we increased or heightened the awareness, we've motivated, we've organized, but we've also created a place, I believe, for the Tea Party, for any other group that is out there. And it is now being seen in the results. Not only do we have probably the deepest ballot in the state of Texas at the county level, we've seen contested races from precinct chairman all the way up to the governor, contested, where people go, I need to get out for my friend, or for my colleague, or for what I believe the candidate represents. And we've seen it by the numbers. We are looking at 24,000 people this morning have gotten out. And in the paper it was comparing 2006 to 2010, and I would differ with that. What we have is we have the heightened awareness of what we saw in 2008. We have people that have basically said, I can't stay home, I need to participate. And we're seeing that across the state of Texas. I think you can be grateful to the candidates for yesterday and the day before at the governor's level, saying Lubbock's an important place to come. Both sides, all three sides came here. And I think I have helped in energizing, motivating, and organizing that. And at the end of all this, Jack Galloway and anyone else that is involved in this primary has a place in this party, no matter what the results are. We need all of us to stay together in this party as we go forward.
First of all, thank y'all for hosting this. This is great to have an opportunity to visit with everyone. My name is Bob Craig. I'm running for the State Board of Education. A little background about myself. I grew up in Brownfield. Eagle Scout, was first lieutenant in the United States Army Reserve. Went to Texas Tech University. Married my high school sweetheart. We have lived here in Lubbock since 1976 and have 3 children. All of us graduated from Tech. So we're strong Red Raiders. We've been fortunate to live here now for 34 years. Lubbock's been a great place for us. I had the opportunity to serve on our local school board from 1988 to 2002, 14 years. Under some difficult times as we got out of the desegregation court orders. We had 3 bond elections that passed, and we created the Byron Martin Technology Center. All of those things I think were good from an educational standpoint. I had the opportunity to serve District 15 on the state board, now for 2 terms and running for a 3rd, and certainly appreciate your vote. I'm very passionate about education. I think it's the foundation of our society. The best dollar we can spend is on education. Doesn't mean you waste money. The best dollar you spend is on the front end, not the back end. I've been very fortunate. This is an area of 75 counties. So it's basically Senator Duncan and Senator Seliger's area combined. So it's larger than some states. I've been very fortunate that the school board presidents of Odessa, Amarillo, Lubbock, and Abilene have all endorsed me. Been supported by a wide variety of individuals. All the state senators and representatives in our area have endorsed me. I think they understand the importance of education and the importance of having someone who can make a difference in Austin on the state board. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your vote.
I'm not going to tell you a lot about myself. I want to spend my time telling you the difference between me and my opponent. I believe in small government, and I believe in keeping the money of the taxpayers as close to them as they can. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking out there. Last year, my opponent voted to put this permanent school fund under a legislative control council. I don't believe in doing that. I believe that the money should be left under the State Board of Education. The State Board of Education was formed in 1854 to take care of that fund. They've done a great job. You can say that they should have invested one way or the other, but they took that fund from nearly nothing to $22 billion. I say that's a good job they've done, so I say we need to continue to leave that under there. We sure don't need to put it under the very agency that broke it before. I know it's been 150 years, but they have a lot of capabilities with spending money. And with a $16 billion shortfall this next year, then I think they would really like to get their hands on that $22 billion. So that's one of the things. Another thing is that there has been I believe in teaching the weaknesses of evolution, okay? That verbiage was taken out last year by the State Board of Education. My opponent was a swing vote that took that out. Now, he'll tell you that he came up with a compromising language, but let me tell you something. You can't create a problem and then take credit for fixing it. You've got to make sure that that verbiage has been there for over 20 years. We've never been challenged. We've never had anything along those lines that would ever get us sued or anything like that. So I believe we've got to continue to have a conservative member on the board. I'm that conservative member, and I appreciate your vote.